for the serious gamer.
Hey guys, it's Spiderbot at NextGenTactics.com, and finally, this is some Halo Reach multiplayer. It's a Team Slayer DMRs on Sword Base. Now, I'm not going to really talk much about the gameplay other than towards the end of the video, but I sort of want to use it as an introduction to, I guess, a series for Halo Reach that I want to put together, and it's just going to be like an ongoing thing. I haven't played Halo. I played a little bit of Halo 3. I can't remember how many matches I played. I mean, it wasn't that many, and I played maybe 7 or 8 games on the beta for Halo Reach way back when. So I'm a huge Halo noob. Other than having gone through the campaign on Legendary, which really prepared me, I think, for some of the stuff in multiplayer. I mean, obviously there's still a lot that needs to be done, and a lot of learning and getting better that I have to do on this game, obviously. But Legendary really taught you a lot, and if I know a lot of people complained about how noob I was on the Legendary walkthroughs and whatnot, but if you watched like from the first mission or two to sort of the last couple of missions, I mean, I think I did a lot better. Just getting used to the weapons, getting used to aiming, to strafing. I haven't sort of gotten up to speed on the whole jumping thing, although it's a little, from what I understand, it's a little muted from Halo 3, so it doesn't have as big an impact. But obviously the jetpacks and whatnot. So I haven't used a lot of the different abilities. I mainly use the sprint, just because I am a COD rusher, and I love sprinting, and I love to be able to sort of move fast. But I really wanted to start something that in each video sort of goes into strategy. Not only are we going to have sort of gameplay footage and commentary throughout, but I really want to look at different aspects of strategy in this game, and I just see a lot of opportunity. Like, I'm really enjoying this game. I mean, a couple nights ago I stayed up till like 5 a.m. playing this damn game, and I could have stayed up a lot longer if if it wasn't for Spider Wife coming downstairs and sort of doing the get upstairs now. Otherwise I probably could have gone on till everybody got up and got them off and to work and school, and then played some more. But I can't do that every day. But I can't remember the last time that I just did that. Like, I just kept playing, and just another game after that. And I'm just enjoying a lot. I mean, obviously I didn't do as well as I could have, just being freaking dead tired and everything. But still, like, it's a lot of fun. But I just see a huge opportunity here in this game for a lot of strategic discussion, development, strategy development, whether it be weapon-based, map-based, team-based. I mean, there's just so much, and the analysis tools with this game are incredible. If you go to Bungie.net, I'm actually going to do a video or multiple videos just introducing you to Bungie.net and sort of their Halo 3 Halo Reach section, and all the stats. Like, they collect stats. I mean, it's pretty much in real time. Like, if I'm playing a game, after this game, I can go on Bungie.net, check my stats. This game has been fully updated. All my stats are updated. I can go and look at, it lists all the players I played against. I can look at their stats. I mean, you can look at stats of pretty much anybody. If you have their gamer tag, you can look up their stats, as long as they've played the game and online. And I'm sure if they played campaign when they weren't connected, I'm not sure how that works. But for multiplayer, obviously, you don't really care. I don't care about seeing somebody's campaign stats unless they're complaining about how I played a mission in campaign, and then I look at their stats and say, hey, you haven't even played this freaking game on Legendary. What the hell are you talking about? But there's so much with that. Like, I'm thinking, a video series just on that website and the stats and going through them, because I'm going to be looking at them at the end of the game, and what I want to do is basically, you know, have some gameplay and commentate throughout it. And at the end of the game, I'm going to do a post-game analysis. And I'm going to look at stats. I'm going to look at different things. I'm going to, you know, on this game, I'm going to look at sort of a death/failure analysis at the end of the game. On, you know, the next video might be something different. It might be looking at a specific map-based strategy, or, you know, looking at specifics of a weapon that I'm using. Whatever. Just every video, I want to focus on this one little aspect, sort of at the end of the video. I mean, we might talk about during the video as well, but sort of at the end of the video, maybe do some highlights. And here I'm waiting for these guys to jump up the vent, but I don't think they do. They're like, yeah, that guy's probably waiting up there for me. But I'm not crouching either, so... I would have actually...
watching the vent.
Yeah, I'm watching the vent. I would have liked to have seen... Because I guess when you crouch is the only time that you disappear from the enemy radar. But you notice how when I'm moving around, like I have that yellow dot in the center. Like I wish that would only disappear when you're not visible to enemy players. And maybe that's the case. Maybe whoever commented on it is wrong. Like you actually have to crouch to disappear off the radar. But you know, you would think if you disappeared off the radar on your own radar, then you wouldn't be on the enemy's radar. But I don't know. I'm not sure. And I kind of fail on the melee. Oh well. Like I said, we're gonna do a failure analysis at the end of the video. But I guess one of the things that I want to get at as well is, you know, I see a lot of these guys that are posting Halo videos, and you know, you can watch their videos, you can take a look at their gamer tag, and you can go and look up their stats. But these guys, you know, they'll play 20, 30, or 40, or 50 games, and they'll have one, you know, game that they just either, I don't know, maybe they're just playing really, really well that day, or it's just, you know, mostly luck. But then, you know, like one I was watching, it was their 34th game before they posted you know, a video on the game, on the match. But I don't want to do that. I don't want to, you know, I've done that in the past, and I mean, we're trying to get away from that a little bit, just because it's just too common. It's, I mean, I don't. I mean, obviously, we want to post really good games and try and save our very best games and put some commentary on them and get a lot of views. Blah blah blah. But you know, I'm not gonna call it fake, but I mean, it's not fake, obviously. But it's not really. You know, I mean, I guess it shows people something, but it doesn't show progression, it doesn't show consistency. Let's put it that way. There is no consistency. You know, if I play 30 games and I have one really, really good one, and then, you know, I post that, and then I have another 30 games and I have one really, really good one, and I post that, and I show, oh yeah, look at me, like I'm awesome. I got no consistency. There's no consistency at all there. So I want to track progression in this game. I want to track, you know, this is my first ever game. This is my first ever multiplayer game in Halo Reach. And I don't do too bad for my first ever game, and having barely played Halo before. And I'm focusing on this guy. I didn't actually think there was a way out of that little corner. I thought he was just hiding there, and I'm focused on it. And I obviously am not looking at my radar because this guy's walking up right behind me and freaking nailing me, although he didn't perform an assassination.
These kids are doing terrible. Yeah,
but I want to get better at the game. I want to get better at team-based. We've been playing some arena, like 2v2 arena. I want to try and get better at that. I want to play that a lot more. I want to get into the maps. I want to look at map strategies. I want to know where the power weapons are. I want to get them. I want to, you know, everything. But it's all up to you guys. Like, you know, if I'm getting the views on this, I mean, Medal of Honor, and there's some other games before Black Ops, and obviously once Black Ops comes out, we're going to be playing Black Ops. But if I have enough of, or I get enough of a backing on this, and it's going to be based on comments from you guys, views from you guys. I mean, if we get the views and comments from you guys that you guys want this type of thing, I can stick with this for a fairly significant amount of time. You know, I can touch on Medal of Honor, maybe, I don't know. Again, it's all based on what you guys want. I know, obviously, this is only Xbox. We have a lot of PS3 fans. Guns for Hire is going to be still playing a lot of PS3, and I will somewhat until Black Ops comes out as well. Medal of Honor, not sure. again, if we get good support, then I may forego that game, or Guns may provide videos for that. I don't know. But I can really, honestly, I can really get into this game, and I have been. And I really want to get better at it. I really want to develop strategies for it, and I want to see your approval and what you guys want to see. I mean, do you guys just want to see, you know, oh yeah, this is like my one best game out of 40 or 50 matches, and I'm going to post it up and talk about, you know, stuff that's not even related to the game. Do you guys want that? I hope not, because I don't want to do that. You know, I want to help people get better. I want to get better myself, and at the same time help others. And I know there's a lot of people out there. I mean, I'm not saying all these guys that produce these videos are like that. I mean, there are guys that actually own, you know, completely own this game. And, you know, obviously they're posting up videos and whatnot, but it's just these guys, like I said, these guys that have one game out of 30 that's half decent that they post, and then they don't even talk about really the gameplay. Maybe a little bit, but anyways, like I said, trying to get away from that. Want your thoughts, leave your comments, and definitely the next video, I mean, this is just sort of an introductory video. I'm not actually talking about the gameplay, but I will be doing that in all future ones, as well as the post-game analysis and the stats. So, I don't know. What do you think? I think it's cool. I think there's a huge opportunity for this game, and I think we can get better together. Let's all get better. Oh no! Oh, that was lucky. And I've tried to learn. I'm trying not to chase, but I still chase a lot. You know, a few things that I know off the bat that I need to work on. You know, obviously I'm spamming the DMR. I should be slowing it down a little bit. You know, I'm chasing. I'm sort of rushing into places. I'm not sticking with my team. Blah 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 blah. If there's more, I know there's a lot more. Trust me. And I'm gonna work on all those individual issues and I call them, you know, opportunities. I'm gonna work on all those opportunities to get better. And I don't think I've done too badly so far. I mean, I've gotten into games obviously where I completely get owned by guys.
Game over.
But you know, I've done my fair share of getting kills and doing well. So we'll be posting up. I'll be posting up a lot of videos. I'm gonna be posting up a lot of videos, and I'm usually gonna try and keep recording so I can look at the stats. So right here, I'm just Sergeant Grade 2. Good old slot machine. So 40,000 credits. And a lot of that came from campaign, obviously. Or all of that came from campaign and firefight.
I'm gonna go smoke a cigarette.
Okay, so I came in second point-wise. So 15 kills, 11 deaths. And I've noticed just because I don't stick with my team and I rush and all that stuff that I do end up dying a lot more than I probably should. So that's another thing I got to work on. Just a lot of things. Okay, so here we go with the post-game analysis, and we're gonna look at our opponents. I mean, first of all, I'm gonna take a look at my stats, and here's my stats after 29 minutes of gameplay, 44 kills, 31 deaths, so kill death of 1.42, and most kills via the Magnum, melee's close behind, and then the assault rifle DMR. So here are my opponents. This first one is Rambusto. And he's got a kill death of 0.87, but he's got a lot more time played in games, so he should be fairly familiar with the maps. I mean, almost 10 hours. You got to have some familiarity there. And the second opponent is Teflon 420 John with just about 6 hours and 0.77 kill death. So, you know, we're going up against slightly under average players with a lot more game time experience. So obviously we're going to need to go against some more experienced players to get better. And I couldn't actually get the third player. I don't know, his stats wouldn't come up for some reason. I tried getting them, but they wouldn't come up. Okay, so here's post-game analysis for deaths and basically like a failure analysis. So here I'm shooting at this guy Rambusto down here, but I'm getting hit but I don't think it's him. It's this guy on the right-hand side, or sort of to my right and behind me. He was on my level, and he was on the radar. I just didn't notice him. I mean, a lot of times when I focus in on shooting somebody, I don't, I'm not paying attention to the radar. But the guy was right there. I should have turned around and focused on him because the guy, Rambusto down below didn't have a good angle at me. So I could have turned around and tried to battle that guy. Okay, so here we are on the bottom floor, and we got some action up above. So I'm gonna come out here. I'm gonna strafe a little bit, and this guy throws down the frag, which is always a good move. But I should be moving up. Like, I see him throwing down. I should be moving up. I mean, I'm starting to. Maybe I didn't do it fast enough, and he takes me out with the second frag. Jumping might also help there as well. And I noticed that I don't do a lot of jumping, and I gotta start doing that more often, especially when they're throwing down grenades like that. I mean, that was an obvious situation for doing that. Okay, so this guy's got a jetpack. We're trying to focus in on him, but I'm not moving. Like, I'm totally standing still while he's shooting a needler at me. And I got really, really lucky there. I mean, that was just luck. So I throw down the grenade because I'm thinking I'm pretty much dead here. I probably should have turned tail and ran. But also, I think another thing I need to look at and do better is throwing down the grenades, because I obviously threw it way too far. And maybe some of it is that my sensitivity is too low. I'm not sure. It's on 3 right now. Okay, so we got this guy on the radar. We're gonna turn into him and start shooting him. Hopefully we can get a melee. So we do get the one melee. He's got the needler though, which kind of sucks. So I want to keep moving. And those explosions sort of blind me. I don't know what the hell. And anyways, he ends up getting me. I should have probably backed off and strafed a little bit more. I guess I was trying to go in for the second melee, or at least maybe use my sprint ability to get up close for the second melee and take him down. Okay, so here's another one. We're jumping down this guy. We obviously know he's down here. So it's always good to have a height advantage on these guys, which is why on this map, especially in the middle area, and I hit the freaking melee. Especially in the middle area, like a jetpack is very advantageous. So I go chasing this guy again, and obviously he's waiting for me. Although he didn't throw down a frag, so I go up to melee him, but he moves back at the last second. And another thing is my distances for melee. And look at that, I do it again. Obviously he's gone to armor lock, but whatever. And I was kind of wary about the sort of the EMP thing afterwards, but I don't know if it takes down your shields or not. But my shields were already down, so I don't know if it really would have made a difference. Like, I probably could have got up close to him to melee him as he came out of armor lock. But obviously, I meleeed him after. His shields weren't down. So, the one hit didn't kill him. I mean, it took his shields down, but he was able to get the melee on me. Okay, so this is another one, and I think I talked about it a little bit during the gameplay. But there was a guy in that corner, but I wasn't aware, like I didn't realize he could actually go inside in that corner. I thought he was just sitting there. And then, again, I'm obviously focused on my reticule. And there's a guy at the bottom, but I don't see the red dot on my radar. And right there. And I'm surprised he didn't perform an assassination. But yeah, I gotta try and keep my eye on the radar. I mean, even if I'm shooting at guys, just sort of glance down, or peripheral vision, whatever. I gotta try and keep an eye on it. Okay, so 2 of my guys are down up top here, so obviously we know there's guys up there. At least 1, more than likely 2 or more. And he's got the sword. So he just swapped out his weapon there. So we're coming around. We hit him a few times. I don't think his shields are down entirely. And of course I'm chasing, so he throws a frag down. Well, yeah, of course I'd eat it. So I'm throwing my own. I throw another one. And obviously another one got thrown by him or a teammate. And I know there's multiples there. So I turn towards this guy, who I know has low shields. But then I see this guy, then I turn towards him, and you know, he threw a frag. So now I'm going after the guy who's likely full health, full shields, when, you know, I only need 1 or 2 hits, and, you know, maybe 1 hit, my shields are down, and 1 more and I'm dead. So I should have, you know, either backed off or at least gone for that guy who's running out there now, who I knew was already hit, who had already taken some damage to his shields. Okay, so we got 3 red dots all around us. Looks like one guy just... Oh, he's in armor lock. One guy was below us. So this guy's in armor lock. We got a teammate here, so we're going to help finish him off, hopefully. And we're just waiting for him to come out. So I don't like about armor lock, especially when you're by yourself against 2 people. So we shoot him. We got to work on our aiming a little bit. And he's jumping. But anyways, we end up taking him out with melee. And then here comes his girlfriend, Meat Wagon, who's O the Wagon O. I don't know who he's shooting at. It looks like he's shooting at me. But obviously this guy jumps up, takes me out. Meat Wagon doesn't look like he was paying attention, so I believe he got taken out as well here. But I probably could have backed away or threw a frag there. Not sure about that one. You know, I had to finish that other guy off, obviously. Okay, so this guy's jumping up, but I'm taking damage here. I mean, he's obviously shooting at me over my teammate. I end up shooting my teammate. Sorry. But that was good. I mean, actually, I think that was actually pretty good. You know, my shields were down. He was obviously focusing on me. So going, you know, using your teammate for cover is actually not too bad of a tactic. But then I jumped down after the guy, and you know, his buddy comes in and helps him out. Again, maybe chasing, not chasing. I wouldn't have died there if I would have just held back, or at least, you know, sort of moved around, threw a frag. Not sure if I had frags available right there. Okay, so we know we got the red dot here, so we're gonna jump over, and again I'm chasing. But I'm throwing a frag, see if I can take his shields down. So actually, that wasn't a bad frag. But he's got a freaking needle gun, and he sort of avoids... actually, he didn't really avoid it, but I get him with a headshot. So that's actually not a bad move. I don't think that's necessarily a bad move. It's just unfortunate with the needle gun. And maybe, you know, I'm in a tight corridor. I can't really strafe in that situation. Jumping may not have helped, so I'm not sure about that one. Okay, last death. I know there's been a lot of them. I'll try and cut that down. So it's a guy with the jetpack. We're going to try and shoot at him. We're not scoping in, though, which is unfortunate. And we got a guy coming up on the right side. Okay, now we scope in. There's a guy on the right side. Now, oftentimes in situations like these where, you know, I know I'm getting shot at by somebody else. You know, I do have a teammate there as well, but I try and finish the guy off that I'm shooting at. I don't think that's necessarily a bad strategy. I mean, if there's something else that I could have done there, you know, I know I was sort of getting hammered. Freaking bunny hopping. I know I was sort of getting hammered from the right-hand side, but I knew I had that guy that was in front of me. I knew I had I had a good shot at killing him, so I sort of stayed on him to ensure that I got the kill. You know, if I would have stopped and tried to avoid the other guys, I might have still got killed by those guys, and then I wouldn't have got the kill myself. So I don't think that's necessarily a bad play. Maybe though, you know, sort of jumping off the platform or trying to go even to the side. You know, if you go off, I don't know how big the opening was there, if there was a ledge, but maybe even jumping a little bit more. There's not room for strafing when I'm on that bridge, but. Anyways, I hope you guys liked what I'm trying to do here. And like I said, the post-game analysis is not always going to be the same. I'm going to try and do a lot of different things. I'll obviously do more death and failure analysis as I progress, as I get more experience with the game. But I definitely want to look at other aspects of the game, and I'm really looking forward to developing some strategies. But again, I need your help with the comments, with the views. If you know, I'm not going to do it if there's not support for it. You know, if we got support, more support for other games and that you guys want to see us play, then and this fails, well, then it fails, and that'll be it, and we'll move on to something else. But I would really, really like to continue this on, and I really hope that you guys would want me to do so as well. Anyways, for more strategies and tactics, visit nextgentactics.com. I'm Spiderbite, and I'm out.